Welcome back, everybody. This is IGTV, a production of New York City Metro InfraGard Members Alliance, and this is the InfraGard Focus on Fraud for the small to medium-sized business community. With us today is Eleanor Spring, Certified Fraud Examiner. All right, and Eleanor is the principal of Spring Action Fraud Elimination. It's called SAFE. Look her up if you're having troubles or questions in that area. We were talking about earlier phishing attacks and related malware events. Now we're going to move into money mules, and Eleanor is going to explain that for us. Eleanor, why don't you take it away from here?
Thank you, Joe. Okay. Once you click on these emails and your information is captured, your bank account is then sabotaged. Basically, they take your money and they run. And what happens is they now need somebody to move that money around because they don't want to get caught. So somebody has to do it. And with all the unemployment nowadays, people are desperate for looking for jobs. They may go on the internet, they may go to chat rooms, they may answer ads in the paper. And these companies look very legitimate, and if you don't know, you will get caught. What happens is they look very official, they have very official looking websites, they offer jobs in sales or money management or anything along those lines. And whether these people are suspecting or unsuspecting, they answer these ads, and a lot of times they do get hired. And they fill out documents, official looking documents, and they get hired. And their job, whether they know it or not, is to be a money mule. A money mule, basically, the thief takes the money, puts it into this person's account, the money mule's account. Within seconds, the money mule has to take that money out of that account and wire it overseas. And this is done constantly, day in and day out. One of the ways that they are able to do this is they render the bank's computers useless. Very short time, could be a matter of seconds while they transfer money around. Sometimes the banks do catch it, but unfortunately, even if they do catch it, it's not always reversible. So, gotta be careful, just gotta be very careful. Many people today, because of the unemployment, they're grabbing whatever they can grab. And this is one of the money mules. Although they're not told they're a money mule, they are a money mule. And they're taking money, and they're putting it in their bank accounts, and then they're shipping the rest overseas after they get an 8 or 10% discount, credit. So they make, if there's $10,000 being transferred in one day, they've made $1,000 sitting home doing not much of anything other than typing in a few keystrokes. It's a fast way to make money, but it's a fraudulent way to make money. Some of these people are aware of it and don't care. Others are victims just like everyone else. They don't realize what's going on. They assume it's a new type of business, and they go for it. After a while, I think they do figure it out, and the honest ones will stop and report it. The not so honest ones will figure it's a good way of life. Why not do it? A while back, 2020, I believe, had a segment where they spoke about packages. The packages would get shipped to someone's home. That person would then take it and ship it overseas somewhere. Same concept, except it's a little bit faster this way. One of the things that I investigated as I went through some of this stuff was where this stuff comes from. A company called iDefense Security Intelligence found that some of these websites, most of these websites, came from Panama. And this is where a lot of the stuff goes on in Panama. It's one of the most popular electronic money services for these credit card thieves. And one of the sites I decided to go to check out myself, it's called WebMoney. WebMoney is in every other language you can think of but English. The only English word is WebMoney. And I found it fascinating, but then I realized I need to get off this site because I don't want to download malware. So I got off it real fast, but that gives you an idea how far this goes. Electronic funds transfers, automatic clearinghouse transfers. These are ways that the thieves steal your money and how they manage to get it into somebody else's account. It's all done just by rendering the banks inoperable. And to start with, they have to render the so-called employee inoperable for moments while they do what they have to do in order to get the money into their bank accounts so they can transfer it overseas. they get, like I said, they get roughly about 10%. So if they transfer $10,000, they've made $1,000 sitting in their home, not doing much of anything. The FBI says there's roughly about $100 million in losses due to these electronic funds transfers and these automatic clearinghouse transfers. What can stop it or slow it down? What can prevent it? The FBI says that today's malware is reducing the effectiveness of these signature-based viruses. What we can do and what we have to be more diligent in doing with these types of thefts is monitor the activity of your employees. Only allow certain activity to certain employees. Not everyone needs access to the internet. Some employees don't need it. The clerk at the front desk doesn't need access to the internet. That's one more security you can put into place. On a need-to-be basis. They should only have internet access as a need-to-be basis. And most companies don't need it. Employees are on there because it's just something to do during the day when the boss is not looking. They can play. Unfortunately, when they're playing around, they're visiting websites, even when they're legitimate websites, there could be some type of Trojan on there that when they go on there, it's downloaded to the company website. And then you've got other issues there. Endpoint security is important nowadays. You've got to have endpoint security. Many companies don't realize that. Endpoint can be firewalls, it can be antivirus software, many things. And these go for laptops, netbooks, iPhones, endpoint sales, point-of-end sales rather, barcode readers. All these things need to be protected in a way, and the best way to do it is to monitor what is going on. You can't always assume, well, nothing's going to happen to my business because I'm a small to mid-sized business. Nobody cares about what I'm doing. They're very focused on small to mid-sized companies, and they're the easiest ones to target.
Well, Eleanor, that was certainly chock full of information. We hope the different people viewing this video certainly go over it a couple of times and really just key in on some of the suggestions and some of the advice that you mentioned here. All right, that's the end of this segment, folks, and we'll see Eleanor soon on another topic. All right, have a great day now.
Bye.
Bye now.